got a guest with me today to try this DME Hogardii sour.
This is unique.
Yeah, it's very unique. So the original brew day was just DME, a gallon of it, to a gravity of 1050, poured it into the growler, let the ambient heat of the air, which I think was like high 90s at the time, sour it, put half of it onto Tempranillo grapes, 4 ounces of it. Got 2 bottles out of that total, and I think I got 3 or 4 bottles out of the regular one that was not on Tempranillo grapes. I added some yeast, both of these at bottling. I just sprinkled yeast in dry for the Tempranillo one, and I actually rehydrated it, champagne yeast, for the regular one. That also was champagne yeast as well. So I don't know if these are carbonated. Who knows? It's only been 6 days, 7 days. That one sounds carbonated, doesn't it?
Yeah, I heard a little.
It could use more carbonation. Yeah, it's pretty flat, isn't it? I was afraid of that because it was just lactobacillus. So I was really trying to not have it be flat by adding more yeast at bottling, but obviously it didn't quite work.
It's definitely got a lacto nose. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's sour. It's not bad.
It's definitely flat.
It's flat.
And, I mean, or as close to flat.
Yeah,
as,
there's a little carbonation there, but not much.
It's basically flat.
Yeah.
Like, it might as well be flat.
This has actually been carbonating for longer. This is the regular one here. Has been carbonating for 2 weeks, I want to say. This one I bottled like 5 or 6 days ago, the Tempranillo one. It needs to be more carbonated. That would help a lot.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, without the carbonation, it's too, like, cloying.
It needs, because it did ferment down a little bit. It got about 3% alcohol, 3 or 4% alcohol, but that strain can produce some CO2 and some ethanol, but it definitely needs like another strain.
Well,
it needs to sour and then ferment with like an English strain or Brettanomyces or something.
Well, and it's like the mouthfeel is like almost like thick because it's not
thick.
bubbly.
Yeah.
Like I think if it were more effervescent, it'd be
exactly.
better.
And it finished on a pretty high gravity. I think it was like 10, 20, whatever 3% alcohol, roughly in that range is.
But yeah, it's like not syrupy, but it's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I need to attenuate down a bit more.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd be fine just adding some yeast at bottling because there was sugars left.
Mm-hmm.
But the pH is at 3.4, I want to say. So the pH did drop. It just needs a little more oomph at the end and more fermentation. All right, so this probably won't be carbonated either. In fact, this wasn't. The other one wasn't either. Well, I mean, we'll see. No, it's a hiss.
The other one had a hiss too.
It did have a hiss too. It did. This one I think will be a cool color.
Yeah.
It's also not carbonated.
Huh. Tart.
I like the base of this a lot better than this. This is a good, cool, complex.
This has dimension.
Has dimension to it.
And
the sweetness is kind of gone in that. I don't know why. Maybe I added fruit to this, obviously. So I wonder if the fruits are fermented a little more. That's possible. Or this is just a little sweet.
I mean, I think definitely with the grapes.
This is also a little more carbonated. A little bit more. It's still pretty flat, but
maybe some yeast from the grape.
When the skins got in.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that this one's not carbonated because this is drinkable. I think a nice juicy, almost like grape juice, but like kombucha probably I'd say more in the realm of.
It tastes like sour grappa, kind of.
I could kind of see that. I could see that. You know what this would be great with is like a like make a cocktail with.
Mm-hmm.
Be really good.
This would be a good cocktail.
Great cocktail. You could add like
cocktail
bourbon,
mixer.
A good bourbon mixer with it, or even a clean neutral vodka with some soda on top.
Yeah.
That should be really good. So, thankfully, I only have a bottle left of this. This 2 bottles total, so 1 more of this. I think I have 2 left of these. It was just a fun experiment to see kind of what the Hogardii strain could do, just on its own. It did ferment out, like I said, not ferment out, but it fermented some beer and created some alcohol. Obviously, it needs more. It needs another boost of other yeast. If I use the strain again, I will do that. I will definitely add a secondary fermentation into this because I love that the sour flavors are great. You could use it, obviously, as 100% and make a cool sort of like a liqueur cocktail mixer if you wanted to.
Spritzer.
A spritzer, yeah. But also, I couldn't tell this is DME. That is something I was surprised at.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't taste like DME. I think it is a little syrupy.
But it does smell like grain, which is odd.
It smells a lot like rain.
Yeah.
I mean, I already finished this one, so you can
It
tell
is
how much
good.
I like it.
Yeah,
But,
it is pretty good, isn't it? If it was
it is pretty
carbonated,
good.
it would be like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I definitely think that adding the grapes is like key.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
And,
smash that like button.
Smash it. Just smash it so
Break
hard.
your keyboard.
Yeah, just
Break your mouse. Break your mouse.
And get out there and do some weird things.
Happy brewing.
Baby!